Hey guys, welcome back. So for today's video, we got something pretty simple. We're gonna complete a list. Now the things on the list, I don't know how simple it'll be. Hopefully it won't be too bad. But these are just things that I want to finish before I finish the rest of the major things on the truck, so we can have everything checked off the list. So that once I have the H-pop and the turbo on the truck, we can just go ahead and fire it up. So anyways, let's get to this. Okay, so the first thing on our list is going to be to clean and put new O-rings on our IPR valve. So, okay, so when you get your IPR out of your truck, out of your H-pop, this is basically how it's going to look. Now, if you do suspect that you're having problems with your IPR, you might first want to check on your truck and make sure that this tin nut is properly tight on there. What can happen is that this, over time, can break loose and even completely fall off, and you'll start experiencing problems that way if you lose this nut. So make sure that the nut is properly tight. But anyways, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this thing pretty much halfway apart. I'm not gonna take it completely apart. You can still take this, you can take this part off a bit, and there's a few more parts inside that you can go ahead and clean. I believe that I can get most of it pretty good just like this. I wasn't experiencing any problems with it. I just want to go ahead and put new O-rings and everything on it while it's already out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some cleaner, clean all the grease off of all my parts. These two little parts we're not going to use anymore because they come new in our rebuild kit. So we can get rid of these two things. Trash. We're going to take off our O-rings. Now you got three O-rings on this thing. You got a main O-ring at the top by the tip of this thing, and then you got this other little O-ring right underneath it, and then you're gonna have the bigger one on the body. So we're gonna take off all three of these O-rings. Okay, that one's off. Okay, that one's off. And this one is off. This isn't actually really broken or torn. That's the way that it actually comes new. So if you see it torn, don't worry, it's supposed to be like that. So now we can throw these in the trash as well. And now we're gonna get to actually cleaning this thing out. We got all of our parts nice and clean. All we gotta start doing now is just start reassembling everything with the new O-rings and the new tin washer and that little color. We're gonna lay our parts down, and we're gonna start with the first O-ring. Gonna slide it down. Try not to damage it. And there we go. Make sure that it's nice and in its place. That looks pretty good. So now we're gonna go with the second one, which is gonna be this the one that looks like it's split. Kind of weird. I wonder why it's like that. the last one, the last actual O-ring. There we go. That looks pretty good. So now, we're just gonna reassemble this thing. Put the body on there now, the color, and the little tin nut. You want to make sure that you keep this thing nice and clean until you go ahead and install it. Unless you're gonna install it right away, then just throw it back on your edge pop and throw it back in your truck. I'm gonna be still a few more days before I do that, so I'm gonna wrap it up and throw it in the same box that the H-pop is in, and we should be good with this. Okay, so we got the first thing checked off the list, and now I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do next. I was gonna start doing the wiring for the fuel pump. I mean, not the wiring, just that one wire that I gotta connect the key on power. But I still gotta do a little bit more research, find the exact wire that I want to tap into. So I'm gonna leave that off for tomorrow, and tonight I'm gonna finish pulling the rest of the glow plugs, which shouldn't be too hard. It's only a deep socket 10 mil on a 1/4 inch extension, so it's really not that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all those out, so that when we're ready to spin the engine over to drain the cylinders of all the oil and all that stuff, it'll be ready. I have all of my glow plugs out, and you definitely want to try and get these things out before you get your injectors in. When I put this set of injectors in the driver's side, I didn't take my glow plugs out because at the time I didn't have a deep 10. I lost it, so I had to go and buy a new one. But I thought it'd be easy enough to just put the injectors on and take the glow plugs out, even though I knew that it was pretty hard taking them out with the injectors in, because I've already done it once. So I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyways, I actually found out a trick to get these out pretty easy. Usually when you have the injectors in and the glow plugs, and you want to take your glow plugs out, you gotta break them loose with the deep 10 and drive it out as far as you can. But you can't take them all the way out, because your deep 10 will hit right here and then it'll catch, and you won't be able to take the socket out and your glow plug. But what I ended up doing is, and I think it helped that I have the swivel sockets. So what I did is I broke it loose, and then I came out as far as I could before it would catch on there, and then I took it out of the glow plug as far as I could. I still made sure that it was grabbing, so I made sure that it was still grabbing the glow plug a little bit, kind of like this, so that it would barely grab it, and you could still spin it. But now it would be from out here, and that way you can drive it out all the way, and then once it's all the way loose, you grab a pair of needle nose pliers, and you'll simply just grab it and take it out. It was actually super simple. It makes life a lot easier. So anyways, all I used was my 1/4 inch ratchet. This is about a 4-inch extension, but it's a swivel extension. So I think that's what made the difference. Or it might not. You might be able to do it with the regular one. But that's a pretty good tip. I didn't know that, and I always try and research everything I do a lot before I start doing it, because I don't want to give you guys the wrong info. And no one said to do that, so try doing that the next time you do glow plugs. It works really well. So now that we have all of our glow plugs out, I'm gonna try and put the harness and the valve cover gasket. Last time on the other side, I put the gasket on first and then the harness. This time I'm gonna try and put everything together and see if that goes a little bit easier. So let's try and wiggle this thing in there. see, let's move that out of the way. Man, trying to work with one hand and holding the camera with another hand, it's always fun. Okay. Let's try and get all of our wires out of the way. Get it set down. There we go. Huh. I think we got her. Yep. That might have actually been easier. Now, we gotta hook up the injectors. Nothing much to it. Okay. There we go. This must mean difficult. Yeah, there we go. That one just did not want to go home. Okay. Now we got our last one. Okay. There we go, guys. We got the harness in, we got the glow plugs out, and that's gonna be it for tonight. Okay, guys, so I think that's gonna be it for today. I think that was a little bit ambitious for one day, especially for someone with my skills, because like I've told you before, I'm not the best at working at trucks. I'm actually pretty new at it. But I do try to research everything that I do fully before I make a video for you guys. But I do encourage you to do your own research, and most of the time I do include links down in the description, so you guys can go and look at what I looked at, in case you need a little bit more details, I guess, that I might have missed. But anyways, I'm gonna jump back on this tomorrow and try to finish the list. That way all the little details are out of the way, and that we can continue with the actual major stuff of this thing. So anyways, we'll see you for the next one. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And by the way, we made it 600, which I'm super happy about. Thank you so much again. I can't believe all the support that I'm getting, everybody that's liking, commenting, subscribing. I really appreciate it. And let's keep it up. The fumes on your sweater smell is so lovely, and I will never sell my soul, but you could buy the lease. And don't believe in make believe, just make it